Mic check, test, 1, 2. Making sure that y'all can hear me. Making sure this mic actually works. How's it going, everybody? I'm seeing everybody live in the chat right now. I've been watching, trying to make sure that my stream was together. I'm trying to see who's in here. Chico, I see you. Judy, I see you. Cousin B, what's the word? I see you. Thank you for popping in. Furry B, I see you too. Motherfucking year. But how is it going, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? Thank you guys for coming to the live. If you notice, I changed I changed some things. You can see I put the chat in there. I got my subscriber goal down here. That shit is custom made, by the way. I went on, I think Stream Elements and made it. Hand took me like maybe a half an hour because I had to code it and everything. But how is your day? My day is going fantastic. Couldn't be better. I don't know what happened. I think I slept on my shoulder wrong, but like that's been giving me problems. For whatever reason, my shoulder has been fucking me up. Um, just make sure because it's coming up here. I'm not muted. But just to make sure y'all can actually hear me, right? This I'm not just speaking into the void. Like y'all can actually hear what the fuck I'm saying. Okay, cool. I see a 100. Yes, Nunu, I got the shirt. Now I see I gotta stand up and represent. Love many, trust few. This is Nunu's merch. This was the very first piece of merch that I ever acquired. There will be more when my money situation gets back to where it is, where it was before. But I copped this merch just as fast because I wanted to show my support, and I love this shirt. I love this shirt. It's plain and simple. But welcome, Nunu. Welcome, sis. So good to see you, girl. Red Panda, so good to see you. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome. But I was telling everybody, if you guys see things that are new, I got a chat in here. Y'all can see what everybody's saying. And so when you go back and watch the video, you'll be able to actually see what I'm responding to. So this is for present and also future when you guys go back and watch the replay. And I got a subscriber goal count here at the bottom. I was telling everybody I made that by hand. I put in the images and I like coded the subscriber count and everything. I had to look at a video because I'm kind of stupid. I'm not good at coding. I'm kind of dumb. So I had to like look at a tutorial and follow along. But in the end, all was good. I thought it was pulling my leg at first because I initially put like 905, because I'm at 905 subscribers, thinking that I'm at 905, and it was like, nah, 907. And I'm like, is that an error? Like, what the fuck? Am I missing something? And so I looked on the YouTube Studio app and it was still saying 905. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just wrong. And then I checked like 15 minutes later and all of a sudden it's 907. I'm like, oh, okay, so this one was just ahead of the curve. Is that I see Lazavius. Lazavius, what's good? Wait, no. Yes, I was wondering when your induction ceremony was gonna be new. I thought it was gonna be like earlier today. I wasn't sure. I was looking at YouTube, seeing if you were gonna go live. But I am so hyped. I'm so happy. I am so excited. Congratulations, sis. You deserve it. But I'm looking out. So you better take lots of pictures. Yeah, chat is just lit the hell up right now. I love this. But yeah, after yesterday's live, I ended up like absolutely soaring from like 800 and I think it was like 880 something. And we just shot past 900. It was quite literally amazing. I couldn't fucking believe my eyes. But, and I'm like, at this rate, we'll hit 1K before the year ends because we still got plenty more December to go. We're only in the 11th. It's only like not even the middle of December yet. And we still got the holiday season. As you know, I'm getting turned up. Okay, you're talking about the. Oh, we love you. It's tonight. I'm so happy too. We love you, Nick. Love you too, Nunu. Look, it's all love from you guys. But I just wanted to take a little bit of time just to talk to you guys. Just, make sure everybody's here, give people time to come in and, chat amongst yourselves. Just, so nobody misses anything super important. But then, like, whatever, it is what it is. If people miss things, you can go back and look at the replay. So, we got a few things to talk about. The first one that I really need to press on, I've been seeing a lot of shit about the game. Jayceon Taylor, Mr. Game, has been running his damn mouth, just getting himself in all sorts of controversy. And I knew it was to sell an album. I knew it was to push an album because that's what controversial people do. That's what artists do when they want attention. They'll go out, stir up a bunch of drama, stir up a bunch of bullshit just to sell their album. And it's crazy that in the same post that he made, basically shitting on Kendrick, he put his album and was like his fucking I don't even remember what the fucking album's called, but he's like, this album releasing soon. Like, we all knew what it was. Like, and it just made him look even more immature, honestly. But yeah, like he really said with his whole black chest that he was the best rapper on the West Coast. Knowing that wasn't nobody looking at him throughout the entirety of last year. The game was on nobody's radar on all of 2024. It was Kendrick, Drake, Future, ASAP Rocky, Metro Boomin, and maybe Jayceon Taylor got mentioned in one of fucking Drake's diss tracks, and that's it. No, but wasn't nobody like, oh yeah, Game is the hottest rapper in the West Coast. He's the real shit. He's better than Kendrick. That's why everybody spammed that goddamn chat with Kendrick, because he knew he was lying. He knew he was lying. And the fact that he got so mad and defensive about it only proved that he was lying. Jersey girl, I see you. Welcome to the live. He wasn't even on the radar when Kendrick took his 5-year break. See? That one. That one right there. My mic cut out. Is my mic? Did it really? It might just be on your end. Hold on. Because it's still picking up on my end. Here, let me bump the volume down just so that there's no audio clipping. Because I know I project. I grew up in band, but band was also kind of tied with theater and chorus. So we learned how to project our voices before we learned how to project our instruments. Well, because our voices are technically our instruments too. So there were a lot of times where we did have to sing. Unfortunately, I don't like public singing. It's kind of it racks my nerves. Unless I have unless I got some alcohol in me, a little bit of that liquid courage. But other than that, oh. But yeah, Jayceon has been talking all of this shit, puffing out his chest, saying I'm the best rapper alive. I'm the best rapper on the West Coast. And it's just I watched Chico's video about it. I didn't really know much about the game before this whole thing started. So of course I wanted to do a little bit of background research and everything. And I didn't really know that he was tight with Dre, Snoop, and just all 50, all of them. I didn't know how close he was to them. So, and like for him to, ride off of the success of all of these legends and then in the same breath turn around and be like, I'm better than all of y'all. And especially after the polarizing events that took place last year with Kendrick, he's really gonna sit there and say that he's better than he's the best rapper on the West Coast, having done quite literally nothing for the West Coast to even remotely compare to what Kendrick did last year and this year. Like he literally united the West Coast all on one stage. Bloods and Crips on one stage for the first time ever. No violence, just standing in solidarity as one people. Game could never. Game would never. And his little immature ass is only doing this shit so that he can sell his album. You really think that, discrediting all of these fantastic artists that help you build your career is going to help you sell records? Newsflash, Jayceon, if you want a little bit of advice on how to sell an album, maybe don't go after rappers who are obviously better than you and then get mad when people call you out for your disgusting behavior. Because that's not how you sell an album, stupid. That's how you get people to avoid your album. And that just shows people how immature you are. And then by proxy, they won't want to support you, Jayceon. Maybe take some lessons from your fucking PR manager on how to talk to people and how to actually do a press run without pissing people off, Jayceon. And maybe people will actually listen to your album and maybe you will actually be relevant. Because you haven't been. It's really just, you gotta look at the numbers. The facts don't lie. You haven't been relevant ever since you first came out. What was that? 20, 30 years ago? Who's putting the game in their top 2 right now as far as West Coast rappers? You're not even in people's top 5 of West Coast rappers right now. Do you know how many better rappers there are than you? Kendrick could say yeah, and that would smoke it. Literally, yes. All Kendrick has to do is say one word and your career is done. Your credibility, done. Your image, out the window. You become the laughing stock. Like, you keep trying not to put on this fucking clown nose, but at the same time, you're just like, it's almost like it was made for you at this point, because you are just going off the rails. You were just talking any kind of shit. You were just saying whatever the hell you want and hoping that people will just ride with you blindly. Like, how are you gonna fight the entirety of rap fans for calling you out for being a liar? Not once, not twice, but multiple times. Do I even need to bring up the Photoshop picture of you and Tupac? The one that you photoshopped yourself into? Badly? Like, it didn't even look convincing? Do I have to bring that up? We have to really reopen old wounds to point out how much of a pathological liar you are? If I was his aunt, I would never speak to him again because he swore on his favorite aunt's poodle that girl wasn't going to get a dime out of him, and she ended up taking his house. Ooh, see what I mean? Jush, welcome to the stream, Jush. I got a problem with Jush. I got a bone to pick with you real quick. Sorry, y'all. Jush is about to get flamed in this chat. So, 5 in the morning. 5 o'clock this morning. Almost 12 hours ago. I finished editing a video I did, just kind of intermediary, before I went to get some fucking sleep for this live. I posted the video. I want to say not even 5 seconds later, I see my same video pop up in the Discord server. And I'm sitting there like, I saw on YouTube Studio, it already had 1 view and 1 like. I'm like, that's gotta be Jush. I swear, that's gotta be Jush. Only for me to go to the Discord server and see my video posted by Jush 2 seconds ago. I'm like, I just posted this shit. And you were already just like, bam. Only for him to post a fucking Keemstar thing, like a fast as fuck boy. I'm like, you think just because you going to fucking see G and X, you think you're going to see Kenny and Dochi and fucking Schoolboy Q, that you just snatch my own video from me and put it on there before I can. You know what? Go on, go enjoy yourself. No, go ahead. I wish nothing but the best. Go ahead and enjoy yourself, Jush. Have a great ass time, Jush. Get that merch, cop that merch. Just make sure that you got some fire ass shit, some fire ass pictures, videos, all of that. But I'm assuming since you're in here, you already has the concert even happened yet? Did you even go to the show? Of course, I know you went to the show because you've been putting videos in there. But you gotta tell me how it is. I want the tea. I want to know. Because we are all living our lives vicariously through you. For anybody who does not know, Jush is there in Australia. He's right there in the action. He's been going to the shows and recording it for us, getting the merch, taking pictures. He has been our inside man on the Spilled Milk Festival. He is going up in there to get that spilled milk to share with the rest of us. Post the merch soon. 4 shirts and a hoodie. I know that shit was expensive. I know it was expensive. It had to be. Regal, welcome. Welcome, Regal. We literally were just getting into it. You didn't miss a thing. V, oh my god, V, baby, I love you. Mwah. Welcome, love. But yes, we're literally just getting in. Just gotta be quicker than that. Literally. Post built from Split Milk this weekend. Thank you, Jush, and maybe I'll forgive you for posting my own video before I had the chance to put it out on the Discord. That just shows that I got people riding for me, man, and like I appreciate it, man. That's why I had to, even while I was bitching and complaining, I had to put the little thank you underneath. Cause like I can get mad and bitch and complain, but at the end of the day, it's all love, and I know that. So I just like giving you shit. I was just baffled, bro. I was literally running off of like 2 hours of sleep. Had just finished the video. It was only 13 minutes long, but somehow it took me 2 hours to edit. And so I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I finally posted it. It's up. And now I gotta wait an hour for everybody to wake up and they'll see it. And then I look and there's already a view on it and already a like. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who? Only to look in the Discord and there's my own fucking video that I just posted. The only thing I can equate this to is how all the reactors felt after they finished reacting to Family Matters, only to find out 20 minutes later that Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams. That's pretty much how I felt. I'm like, damn, I just uploaded this one. You mean to tell me that there's another one? Like, but welcome everybody, welcome. We are shitting on Mr. Jayceon Taylor because for some reason he seems to think that he's pretty hot shit. Even though he hasn't been relevant in years, he's just using all this clout to sell his album that's coming out soon. But like, there's a right way and a wrong way to do everything. Honestly, like there's a grace and a decorum that needs to be met when you're trying to release an album. When you're doing a press tour for literally anything, you gotta be respectful of your fellow peers. Like, and especially when everybody's already fatigued as far as rap beef, We're fatigued. We need time. We need time to reset and get some actual music out there before we even think about starting another rap beef. Like, YouTube is probably going to flag me for this one, but I'm going to make the analogy anyway. It's when you just get finished smashing, bro. You just got the best. He really put it on you. Or if you, from the other end, you really put it on her. Y'all just had the best sex of your life. And she gonna roll over, talk about some round two. Round two? Bitch, my back is not built for a round two. I'm tired. I need water. I need hydration. I need to pray before I even consider a round two. Round two? That's how all of us felt after the Drake and Kendrick beef. We were like, oh my God, it doesn't get any better than that. And now Game over here trying to fucking call out Kendrick, being like, oh, y'all rap your favorite rappers real quiet. And everybody's like, bro, give us a minute. Just like, damn, just shut up. Like, give us a second to breathe, homie. Give us a second to stretch. We gotta stretch our muscles out. We can't just be going in again and again. We need time. We need time to recuperate. And he's over here trying to stir up drama. He better stop before Kendrick put him into a song. And it's gonna happen. You gonna fuck it, and it's not even gonna be like something special too. It's just gonna be like a little throwaway verse. Can you bring some juice and a rag first? That part. Can you bring me some water and a towel first? Maybe like a hot towel or something. Like maybe some snacks or something or some weed. Damn, like no aftercare, none. Is the aftercare just lost on us? You really gonna try to jump right back in after we just finished the best rap beef of all time? You really just gonna try to pull everybody back in? We need time. We can't do it, bro. I envy people who could go for fucking 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 6 rounds. I'm sorry, you have little to no body mass, or you're just an Olympian at that point. That is an Olympic level marathon, and I can't do it. I can't. Something would either be like not the way it was before. Muscles would not be working properly. Like I would wake up and for some reason, like there would be a kink here in my shoulder. My leg would like start twitching for some reason. It's just I couldn't do it. Is that Tiff? Hey, Otis! Otis! Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis! How's it going, Otis? Well, look, I made a very PG 13 borderline rated R analogy because the game's over here trying to start drama, and we just got out of probably the biggest rap beef ever that will ever happen ever. And Pusha T said it best, man. The rap battle, the art of rap battles are dead. Like conventional rap beef as we knew it before is dead. But not because like people don't like rap battles anymore. There's still battle rapping. It's just that, there aren't any real consequences anymore. There's no love of the game. It's not a competition anymore. There's no sport in it. Cause, all the dweebs and the super fans and all the stands on Twitter, they ruin it for everybody. So like game, we need time, homie, before you can even try to stir up any drama. And I don't know how long that's gonna be, but we need a refresher period, dude. We need a cool down period. This is the cool down period. Like the battle literally just happened last year. Like let's not pretend that it's been 2-3 years. The Super Bowl was in February of this year. And Kendrick has been on tour ever since. We need time. You doing the same thing Joey non-badass tried to do? Yeah. Yes. And even Kendrick, man, when he saw all these people start jumping in, he was like, nah, bro, you can't, it's cooked. It's cooked. Those were his words. The battle is cooked. Now, when Kendrick Lamar, the man who really just like bodied the hell out of Drake, overkill, like beat his ashes 6 feet under, and then peed on it, and then danced on it. When he says your battle is cooked, that's when you know it's cooked. uh, thank you so much, Nunu. I was so scared my last live. I was so terrified. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I don't even know. I'm so scared. Like, what the fuck is anybody even gonna show up? But not only did y'all show up, y'all showed the fuck out, and it was a great time. It was a fantastic time. Nothing but love, nothing but support all around. Kendrick finds out the date he's dropping his album and just drops something to take away that he wants to send. Yeah, I know Game's supposed to be dropping an album soon because he put it in the post that he was getting, like, he was flaming the fans for. And he was gonna be like, oh, y'all favorite rapper is real quiet. Yeah, he's got a family, dog. Isn't that what you're supposed to be doing? Taking care of your family, like your kids that you got by like fucking 3 different baby mamas. Oh, that's crazy though. And it was like the situation. It just really shows you the state of mind in a lot of these rappers and how perception of rap culture has shifted. Because I want to say maybe 5, 6 years ago, everybody would have been feeding into this. We would have been all over this shit, like starved rats. We would have been on it. We would have been feeding into it. We would have been spamming Kendrick everywhere. Like, Kendrick, you gonna respond? Respond. He's talking shit. Respond. Now we're tired, bro. We're exhausted. Like, we could go out and doing all that partying and shit in the club back then, but once you hit a certain age, you can't do that shit anymore. It's just not the same. You just want to, like, you get all your social stuff out of the way, and then after that you just want to sit at home sometimes and relax and read or watch a fucking Netflix show. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to interact with anybody. If somebody tries to come over, you just like, fuck off. I'm not going outside. I'm not going to the bar. I got my alcohol here at home, and we just gonna relax. And Game is just trying to stir up trouble to stay relevant. And we see it. We know what you're doing. Like, even big YouTube content creators are looking at him like, bro, we see what you're doing. Screw, Charles Brown, Keto, we're all looking, and we all know. Chigs, even Chigs is sitting there like, bro, we know what you're doing. Like, when Chig Smooth goes off script to personally roast you and tell you just how stupid you sound, that's how you know you fucked up. Deidre, hello, welcome, Unc Snoop. Unc Snoop in the building. How's it going, Unc? Welcome, Unc. Welcome, Deidre. We've been talking for a while. If you only knew, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Everybody show them some love, y'all. Just super fans. Deidre, always been a super fan. Every single one of even my old shit. Like, I'll look and I'll see her comments on there. I'm like, all right, I love this. This is great. At first, I didn't know how to respond to it, but, Is it low? Might turn it up. Hold on. There. I turned it up. Because I know I project and I sit back here, but sometimes I'll, like, shift forward because I get restless leg syndrome. Y'all know how it is. It's ADHD. I'm moving around. I talk with my hands a lot. a lot of times my leg here will start getting antsy. It'll be like, bro, can we move? You haven't moved in like 2 seconds. No, do not apologize at all, Deidre. You made it just in time. We are still on the first topic of discussion here. And we're wrapping up because honestly, I really don't have much more to say about this fool other than like he just wants to sell his album, honestly, and it's not going to do well now. Like if he had just kept his mouth shut and had just, tried talked about the album, talked about, how hard he worked on it, gave props to the people that helped him out on it, then people would have been interested. People would have been like, okay, let's go ahead and see what you're bringing to the table, you know? But no, he wants to lie and lie and lie and then get mad when he gets called out for lying and then stir up drama. So now people, your album, people's perspective of your album is now tainted because of your immature behavior. So, will he take it as a lesson? Probably not. If he didn't learn from that photoshopped ass picture, he's never gonna learn. He's kind of like Drake in this scenario. He's not gonna learn. Way better? Yeah. Okay. Glad it sounds better. Cool. I think I just had to turn the volume up. Um, because it really did take a lot of trial and error with mixing the audio from this microphone itself to mixing the volume here to mixing the volume on my recording software because it's a whole process. And once I finally get it down to where the audio's not super loud or clipping or anything, I try to keep it as condensed and as compressed as I possibly can without it sounding unnatural. Because I'm trying to go for that studio quality, but I don't have studio quality money, so I gotta make do with what I have. Yes, hit the like, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like. Just you guys being here is just more than I could ever ask for, honestly. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys can hear me because it has been a struggle with these videos as far as, sound ever since I got my new microphone arm because I used to just have the mic sitting on my desk, and so I had to do what I had to do. But I've got like a whole windscreen, I've got like the microphone cover, I've got everything. But it'll only get better from there. So, only ain't no other way but up. And I'm definitely turning that into a t-shirt. So be on the lookout for that. There ain't no other way but up. I'm sorry, Chris Patrick. I'm sorry. I had to steal it. I had to steal it. I had to steal the catchphrase, man. It's my new catchphrase now. Ain't no other way but up. And it's so catchy too. You shouldn't have made it so catchy. So speaking of that, Chris Patrick's album is supposed to be coming out on the 13th. His new album is supposed to be coming out, and I have been following it. I've been waiting for it. I have been fiending for that album because I cannot wait for it to release because I'm going to be reacting to all of it. It's going to be great because he already released Ramen Noodles. I think that's going to be on the album too. So Ramen Noodles is a fantastic song, by the way. Just, ugh. I can't I at this point it's glazing, and I fully acknowledge that. I'm not ashamed. Flex, is that Flex? What's up, Flex? How's it going, bud? What's good? If y'all don't know Flex, I'm gonna start shouting out channels. Flex, New Nation, follow them. Fucking Cousin B, Chico, follow all of them. They all have channels. They're all content creators. V baby, follow her. Everybody, like 90% of the people that's in here have their own channels. Subscribe to all of them. Give them love. We give everybody love here in this space. That is what it's all love. And I watch all of them too. No, don't think I'm just like throwing them shit out there and I'm not supporting them. No, I watch their videos. I'll sit there and I'll look on my YouTube feed. I'll see one of their videos pop up and I'm like, that's going on my watch later. Because I have something to watch while I'm at work because, when you're sitting at work for 8 hours at a time, you need something to get through. So do not unsub to Otis. Stop lying to these people. Subscribe to Tiff, okay? Subscribe to Tiff. She's got a channel too. She doesn't do anything. She keeps trying to tell people to unsubscribe, but subscribe to her channel. God damn it. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. We coming to subscribe. She already put it on the TV. Oh, they flex. Bill shouted out flex. What? What you mean no? What you mean no? Nah, I know consent is important, okay? I'm gonna preface that. Consent is important. But in the case of Tiff, subscribe to her channel anyway. That her no means jack shit, okay? Subscribe and show her channel some love. Alright? It's equal opportunity love in here, okay? Equal rights, equal lefts. I know the K from the Temptations. I know who David Ruffin is. David Ruffin. Ain't nobody coming to see you. They're coming to see me. Because I'm David Ruffin. I love that movie, man. I think I have the DVD downstairs. I'm probably gonna go down there and watch it again. Now that one, and if anybody remembers the Michael Jackson series that came out like 30 years ago, it had what's my girl's name? That was the Queen of Wakanda, Angela Bassett. It had Angela Bassett as his mother, and it was like a whole 5-part series, and it was like a whole DVD collection. Yeah, the first one is on YouTube though, so you can see, and I'm glad you were able to catch the live too, B baby. But yeah, like I'm gonna watch that one too, because that one I'm gonna hold on to that one because I know that one's gonna run up for a lot of money because that one's pretty obscure actually. The Jacksons, An American Dream, yes, and Slay Queen Wagwan. Y'all show her channel some love too. She absolutely fucking skyrocketed. Like, just is doing insane on her channel. Can't give enough love. That is, yes, she is my one. I definitely do. I have no problem calling her my sister. Her, Nunu, and just everybody's my brother, my sister, my sisters and brothers in Christ. It's all family. We're family. This is my family. And I said it before on my last live, and I almost started crying on camera like a whole bitch. Like, I never would have dreamed that I would call this group of people family, ever. But just, one chance encounter. I saw Quality was live, after I had watched his reactions to the whole Drake Kendrick beef. And I was like, let me jump in here and see what's popping. And no regrets. Zero. I joined the Discord and it was immediate love. And I've never turned back. And I never will turn back. So I love every single one of you. You guys make this whole YouTube thing so much easier. You guys give me the motivation to actually sit up here and yap in front of a camera for you guys. Cause like y'all actually are just like, keep yapping, sis. We watching it. We like watching you yap. LTFM in the building. How's it going? Subscribe to LTFM. He makes content as well. I'm telling you, everybody in here has a whole channel. You subscribe. But welcome to the stream, LTFM. Good to see you. But moving on from the game, this is probably, I hope, I sincerely, and I say this with so much fear because I know that it's probably not going to be the case. I hope that this is the last time I have to touch on the poetic justice theory. I genuinely hope that this is the last time. And I know it's probably not going to be the case because Kendrick is an evil motherfucker. And we finding out new shit every day. And it's just, it's just wishful thinking. And I know it's not right. Wishful thinking will only get me let down. But I'm trying to be optimistic that I don't have to talk about this fucking theory again. Because it's just more and more shit keeps coming out. And it's looking like it might be true. I already gave my thoughts on my last video about it, my most recent one, where I pretty much came up with my own theory, which is essentially the poetic justice theory, but shifted in a slightly different direction. You know, instead of the poetic justice theory being about Kendrick ghostwriting for Drake and making Drake diss himself, my theory is that the poetic justice theory is about Kendrick realizing that Drake had ghostwriters super early on and then setting up a 20-year ass whooping to completely expose and annihilate all the corruption in the industry, and to tell us and Drake and all of us to send a message saying that he knows that Drake is using ghostwriter. He knows that Drake is fake. He knows. He was like, I know. I see it. I can see it. Y'all don't think I see you. But I'm gonna cleanse the rot. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna happen. But it's gonna happen on my time. Y'all are on my clock now, bitches. This is the good kid in the mad city? Nah, man. That's a mad kid in a madder city. And y'all done made that mad kid pissed off. And now he was on the warpath. Vibrant Numerals, welcome. Good to see you. Subscribe to Vibrant Numerals as well. It's an amazing channel. Numerology is not something that I was initially privy to. I didn't know anything about it. I practiced a little bit of astrology because my godmother is she's very big into astrology. She used to have she had her own astrophysical shop that she would sell crystals and tarot cards and candles, incense, all of that stuff. But I ended up getting a little bit into it, and then I started watching Vibrant's channel, and now I'm sitting here looking at numbers like, I wonder what these numbers mean. Like, these specific numbers in that specific order. I wonder what that means. And then I'll go on Vibrant's channel, and I'll just hear her run through these numbers, like, and just completely, and just read them like a book. And I'm like, damn. She'll point out the spirituality behind it, the vibrations in the universe, and I'm just like, my third eye is open, and it is very aware. But subscribe to Vibrant Numerals, y'all. She is the real deal out here. And and that's the thing too, is that she's very confident, and she's very well spoken, and she's very great at what she does. She is very experienced. She's no slouch. She's not just here to feed y'all a bunch of bullshit. She knows what the hell she's talking about. She is the GOAT, Chico, yes. We all love Vibrant up in here. Like, nobody messing with Vibrant, because the whole squad is running for Vibrant. Like, we ride at dawn. But anyways, welcome to the stream, Vibrant. It's so good to see you. we are moving on. But yes, the poetic justice theory, that's my theory about it. Not necessarily about Kendrick ghostwriting for Drake, because at this point it's been all but confirmed that he didn't ghostwrite for Drake, but he may have had some hand in Drake building his style. Because my whole theory is that Drake saw and listened to how Kendrick rapped and how he wrote, and instead of Kendrick directly influencing or directly having a hand in Drake's writing, I believe Drake studied Kendrick's writing and his style and was leeching off elements of that style to craft his own. Because it's all in my last Poetic Justice video, and I'm not going to go too deep into it, but we are going to go deep into another video today. The man who started it all, Anthony Imbranoni, man, he commented on my other Poetic Justice Theory video, said, hey, I'm posting a new video today. I would love to see your thoughts on it. And I was like, I could just record it and then make a video about it, but I'm going to do him one better. I'm just going to react to it. I'm going to react to it live. I'm not going to react to the whole, like, the entirety of it, but the key point that I wanted to zero in on. Because this video is 40 minutes long, and I'm not trying to keep everybody here for 40. We have other topics to do. We got many more things to do, but I'm going to touch on the key points that I want to see and get his thoughts on. And I'm pretty sure, because he reacts to the Company Man's video as well, but he reacts to the video in its entirety, whereas I only reacted to like maybe the last 20 minutes, something like that. So we're going to go ahead and watch that. Let me see. I think it's no, that's the Mix by Ali one. I may as well get to this one. But I will say that I watched his breakdown about it. He did mention that, you know, he didn't just start doing a bunch of videos out of the blue. He did go to school in journalism, and his wife went into school for marketing, social media planning, all of that sort of thing. He pursued a career in radio just because it allowed him to have more creative control, and he wouldn't be, you know, censored or controlled by any, you know, higher up industries. So that's his background. He actually is very well established in this field. Well, because I know you start off on TikTok, everybody wants to question. Everybody thinks they have a degree on TikTok. I'll say it. Everybody thinks they're a fucking professor. You put one video out there, suddenly everybody and their mama's got a PhD in that specific field, and they want to tell you that you're wrong. But they'll just be loud and wrong too, which is crazy. I got my volume up. We're gonna react to this here, and I'm gonna give my thoughts because I did promise him that I would give my thoughts.
Like 2045, and I just won like 10 Super Bowls in a row with the Lions.
And war online debate fodder to Glass Malone confirming that Kendrick knew Drake had writers as early as 2011, and now we have StatQuo saying that actually Drake didn't even like the song, didn't want to do it, but Kendrick was adamant that this is the song they collab on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part that had me in tears, bro. Drake didn't want to do Poetic Justice, but Kendrick was like, nah, Poetic Justice. I insist. You should do this one. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be alright. It's nothing bad. You got it. You got it, Crody.
Dot told Drake on Euphoria, I hate the way you sneak this, right? Mm-hmm. While potentially having the most diabolical sneak diss in hip-hop history tucked away in the cut.
Truth.
1 second applause.
Diabolical
now,
is still crazy.
Personal reservations, at that point, I felt myself becoming a believer.
Into understanding, it's important when breaking this all down. You have to leave room open for reality to be stranger than fiction.
Poetic justice theory, with the additions of what Glasses has added, with the additions of what Stat has just added, it's starting to feel possible, if not plausible. I was damn near sold. Damn near sold and almost ready to engage publicly. Ali was in the room during...
And it's at this part in the video where, the company man takes a second to plug Ali coming on the show, why he's coming on the show, and Ali plugging Ali's platform, his new platform, and new business.
Mixed by Ali is the real deal, though. I didn't know that he was mentored by Dr. Dre, or is being mentored, I think, still by Dr. Dre. And he launched his own platform to, I guess, get people who want to go into that producing field. But he's the real deal. Fine as hell, too. I'll say it. I got him whole man, and I'll say it. Shit, I'm not ashamed to say it.
So right there, I'm going to hit pause just really quick. Right there, we get it's 100% true. Then, nah. Right? So, yes, we get a no. And then we get a pause where he's trying to find the words to talk about it, especially this theory in particular.
I did notice that.
Ali is familiar with mine and Desiree's work, which is really cool. If you would have told me 5 years ago that Mixed by Ali was reviewing my work with Justin Hunt, I would have told you were crazy. So this part is really cool, but it just kind of, I'll get into why I think it's important to note in a second.
As much as I would want to say that, like, yeah, it's all like, nah, like, I remember
one of the main producers on To Pimp a Butterfly not hearing the Tupac skits in between until the album is finished kind of shows you that Kendrick does play this stuff close to the chest, especially when it comes to the creative side of what he's trying to put out.
That he does have a little bit of a point. He's got a little bit of point. He not dark enough. Yeah. Look, I love all of my black kings out there. It doesn't matter what shade you are. Doesn't matter. Look, Idris Elba, dark skin, fine. Fine as hell. Morris Chestnut, fine. Tay Diggs, fine. Mixed by Ali, also fine. I'll say it. I love my men on all skin tones. Don't matter. All spectrums. If you fine, you fine. And I know he's probably married or engaged or dating somebody. I don't know. If you by some chance see me thirsting on your man, it's all for jokes. I'm just saying the truth. I'm saying the truth. I'm not lying. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and act like that man ain't fine as hell. He is. Bro's got hazel eyes. Come on now. Any light-skinned dude or any dude with hazel eyes knew coming up in school, you got all the bitches. Those eyes, I'm sorry, it is what it is. We gonna go ahead and continue, and I'm gonna sip my water.
Is it possible that he didn't know? Yeah, it's possible. Of course it is. And it should be noted, he talks about the verse going back and forth. So could I...
Is that a koala in my life? Is that koala? Koala! I see you! Holy shit! I remember you mentioned earlier that you didn't make the last one. What's good? Koala T in the building. This is his community that I joined, y'all. That's the one whose live I decided to pop into that fateful day. I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw him live and I'm like, let me hop in here and see what's up. And then it was history. I met the Koalaholics, and that's my family, bro. We're all, that's my family. We ride at dawn for Koality and the Koalaholics. But his channel, absolutely amazing. Can't praise it enough. He is like the real shit. You see him everywhere. Doesn't matter what, I guess, reactor compilation channel, collab, he's everywhere. And you missed the last live because I think I told you that Chilling with Moni popped in for a while. She subscribed to my channel a few days before that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just keep doing my videos and everything. Was not expecting her to pop into the live. That took me by surprise. I almost cried a second time. But Koala, it's so good to see you, my guy. Big ups to you. Much love. Just if y'all haven't, 9 times out of 10, y'all already subscribed. But just go and subscribe. And he went live a while ago. Go and spam that like button. But we're going to continue because he's about to give his thoughts on this. Because he really wanted me to give my thoughts on his updates.
See a scenario playing out where Kendrick's like, hey, I want you on this album. You know, backing up what Stat Quo had to say about it, that he was adamant that he had to be on there.
Yeah.
I want you, you're gonna be on this song. This one in particular.
Yeah.
Drake sends
because initially Drake wanted to be on Fucking Problems. And we all know Fucking Problems ended up being A$AP Rocky and not Drake. He wanted Fucking Problems. Kendrick was like, no, you're doing Poetic Justice. Stop being a little bitch. Get in the studio. And so Drake was like, kicking his feet and shit. Like, fine. Got in the studio, did his verse. That's actually a really funny visual. Just seeing Drake as a fucking moody teenager, like, gosh, you don't understand. It's not a phase. It's like kicking his feet and shit.
Mid to garbage. It's not going to fit the vision that Kendrick is trying to put out there.
Yeah.
Kendrick then sends him something back, like, hey, maybe do it more like this. And then Drake sends another verse back, more like that. Kendrick makes another edit. Drake sends the final thing. Yeah. If we're talking about a couple times back and forth, it's all in question. And nowhere in this conversation does Ali say, yeah, Drake wrote it and sent it.
That's actually a pretty good point, because he did kind of tap dance around that a little bit. He went through that whole Kendrick and Drake sent their verses into the studio or whatever. He kind of skated through that a little too fast. It was almost like it was coded, borderline, I don't want to say scripted because it didn't sound scripted, but like that shit came out fast. Like that was like a prepared statement that he memorized. Like that was like some NDA type shit. And I'm not gonna sit there and call the man a liar, but he did kind of like breeze through that whole defense a little faster than normal. Because Justin did not dance around the question at all. He straight up was like, did Kendrick ghostwrite for Drake? That was the question. Like, he did not cut corners. He didn't do anything. So, okay, yeah, that does kind of like leave it open a little bit.
Nowhere. And I come back to the comment.
And I was still kind of mad at Ali because he literally answered immediately like, yes, I'm kidding, actually. And then gives like kind of like a half answer, I noticed. Like, it wasn't a yes, but it wasn't a no. He was like, as much as I want it to be true, like, they both sent their verses in and everything. So there's a chance that it might not be true, but he was like, but I like seeing all these theories and stuff online about it. So it was very middle of the road. There wasn't like a definite bona fide yes or no answer. So that's interesting.
Complex interview that they all did back when Good Kid, Mad City had just dropped, where I believe it was Ali who said Kendrick felt like his voice, Drake's voice, not Drake's pen, not Drake's rapping ability, his voice had to be on there.
Right.
I'm so just Tay, welcome. Dot has an unreleased verse to Fucking Problems. Cause I did listen to his verse, I listened to Rocky's verse. I didn't know there was an unreleased one. There's a video, oh my god, I can't remember who it is, but somebody released a track list of nothing but unreleased Kendrick songs. And it was all songs that I guess was supposed to go on the Mr. Morale album, but was just never released. And it's like 20 different songs. Then they're all just unreleased to the public. And they all sound fantastic. And they're all studio quality. They're not ripped or anything. You can tell that these were all mixed and mastered and ready to go, but for some reason they just weren't released. And I'll have to find that video again because I listened to the whole thing and I was just like, why did you keep this from us? Like, why? He may have had a purpose. He may have had a reason. Ali gave a PR answer. He did give a very PR answer. It was a very like standard run of the mill PR safe, controversy avoiding answer. Like Dot sent Drake a reference track and I wouldn't be surprised if Drake just repeated the verse that Dot sent him, because we all know that Drake uses reference tracks and that he copied them literally word for word. Like, there's 3 different people who came out and was like, yeah, I did the reference track for this song. And then they proceeded to sing their part. And it sounded identical to what ended up coming out in Drake's album. Fuck. If y'all see me wince a little bit, I did mention that my shoulder's been giving me problems. I think I slept on it wrong, and now it's fighting against me for some reason. I don't know why my shoulder feels the need to stage a mutiny against me. But know that the devil is an infinite amount of liars, and it's not gonna stop me from doing this live. I'm gonna do it because I had it scheduled already, and 2, I'm not gonna let y'all down. That's not gonna happen. Garlic juice with hot sauce and a Caesar salad. That is a combination. That's one of them combinations where if you just like stuffed up and your sinuses are stopped up, that's just something that'll like open your head up. That'll blow your damn head open. Like, you take that and you start seeing the 5th, 6th, and 7th dimension at the same time. And then throw in some Vicks Vapo Rub, and suddenly the trifecta is complete. Suddenly you can hear God. Man, these young people, they don't know about that Vicks Vapo Rub. I still got a container of it over here. Shit. Y'all got a chest cold? You need to get that shit out? Vicks Vapo Rub. You'd be able to breathe what the fumes are coming from across the street. Like, you could smell what's cooking from the other side of the highway. That's how strong Vicks Vapo Rub is. You can smell individual raindrops. That's how strong that shit is. I am wearing New Beginnings merch. The Love Many Trust Few. This was my first ever piece of merch that I got. And I'm gonna get more. I just gotta wait for my money situation to get right. Cause I'm telling you, man, I partied a little too hard on my vacation. And bills started hitting, and I'm like, damn. I gotta save. I can't spend nothing else. Support is free. Yes, it is. Merch, this is New Beginnings. New Nation. New Nation's merch. This is Love Many, Trust Few. I know my hair is blocking the cat, but this is Love Many. This is New Beginnings. New Nation. People who use Vicks Vapo Rub as lip gloss, those are serial killers. Don't trust those people. Those are ops. Those are the real opposition. They are trying to kill you. Cause I'm telling you, the menthol is just so strong. Like, they don't want to kiss you. They want to, like, Doctor Strange knock you out of your body. Bro, like, they're trying to knock the soul out of your body. Anybody who puts on Vicks Vapo Rub as lip gloss, don't get in the bedroom with them, because you're not making it out alive. Like, you'll be standing at the pearly gates wondering what the hell happened. Meanwhile, she's got a little thing of Vicks Vapor Rub in her purse. God and Jesus gonna be looking at you like, you didn't see the Vicks, did you? You didn't clock the Vicks. Poor guy. As lip gloss, yes. Like, I could never. Cannot be trusted. They are working for the enemy. That's like, and I thought using chicken grease as lip gloss was diabolical. That Vapor Rub is just evil. That's evil. You are a villain. Bro, you are a Disney villain. Thanos. You are Thanos. I'm not gonna go as far as to say Kendrick used lip gloss, Vicks Vapor Rub as like chapstick, but he probably did. He probably did. I wouldn't put it past him. But he's so fucking just, he's so out there, he probably uses it every day and just walks that shit off like it's nothing. Like, I genuinely believe that Kendrick has walked on water a couple times, specifically because of how much Vicks Vapor Rub he uses. That shit'll make you ascend. Like, you will literally ascend from the mortal coil. Like, and he's just walking around in daylight like it's perfectly fine. No, knowing what we know. That motherfucker's crazy. Anybody who'll get on a track and literally have a whole mental breakdown and just start laughing for no reason, you know he uses Vicks Vapor Rub. He was probably using it when he was recording the song. Yeah. Did you that you throwing the Vicks Vapor Rub in the trash can, Unc? But yes, we're gonna continue. That's my new headcanon. Kendrick uses Vicks Vapor Rub. Casually. Just casually.
Multiple times where I see theories online and I'm like, yo, is this true? Like, you know, like, and I don't want to seem like a fucking idiot. Like, I recorded this shit and it's like, yo, what do you mean it's true? Like, you know, and it's like, I'm kind of, you know.
Hey, I mean, like, nobody knows everything. You know, it's good to learn new things. I love learning new things because it's an experience. That's new knowledge that I didn't know before. I think it's really cool. You know, and people who don't like learning new things, like, they could just sit in their little echo chamber and be ignorant. While the rest of us who actually want to learn something and, you know, and move on and evolve with the rest of society, we will do so. And y'all see the dumb ones are getting left behind and clowned. Like, the fucking Acaditty's getting clowned. Fucking, I just saw some shit about Joe Budden, man. He's in some hot water right now, for, I guess, for a good reason too. If y'all saw the, just, I didn't know he was a little freaky like that. I didn't know he was like that. But I mean, hey, you like what you like. It's just, you know, just the world is judging you, bro. You're getting judged. Like, you would think, I don't know, is he married? I thought he was married. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. Allegedly. We're gonna say allegedly. Allegedly. Because I'm not trying to get taken out by the FBI. I got my own FBI agent here. He's backing me up. That's my homeboy. But allegedly, for legal reasons, I will say allegedly. I see a J Tom. So I saw this. All right, so allegedly, I saw this video on my feed. I think from, not from the Ville, but from saying that Joe Budden apparently likes him a little bit of OnlyFans. Joe Budden likes to indulge in some OnlyFans. He likes his thick, he likes his women virtual. I didn't know he dabbled in that like that. He's a fan, he's a fan, he's a fan. Freaky ass nigga. Yes, he likes OnlyFans. And I guess he must have said it on his podcast and like was just confident. Confident. Like you like what you like. Man, like these girls are on there trying to make their money. But every time I hear how much these OnlyFans models are making a year, and then I see what they look like, I feel physically uncomfortable. Because I'm like, bro, if you came within 500 meters of a strip club, I would shout to you, I would card you. I would card you immediately. And even if I looked at your ID with your birth, like your date of birth on there, I would still call you a fucking liar. That's how young these girls look on OnlyFans. And it's creepy, it's weird, and it's disgusting. And these men just eat that shit up. It's so gross. I just can't get behind it. Simps are indeed carrying that platform because they know that they would never ever come within a country mile of their greasy nasty asses. And so they live in that fantasy that these girls who are way out of their league would actually want to actually sleep with them. And it's kind of sad in my opinion, but you know, it is what it is. These girls, that's their market. Prostitution, sex work has been around since the day Jesus walked the earth. You really just can't kill the hustle. There will always be a market for that type of activity. And it's like, you can judge them all you want, but in the end, they're getting paid. These girls are getting paid. They don't have to do anything that they don't want to do. They don't have to, you know, because prostitution is illegal in a lot of states. I'm pretty sure all of them. I can't remember. I think there's like a couple states where it's kind of legal. I don't know. But they don't have to sleep with anybody that they don't want to. All they gotta do is do their little cam girl shit. And these men just throw money at them. Is it sad? Yeah. But you can't knock the hustle. Erica, welcome! Welcome to the live. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you made it. Not me, but Joe Budden. Yeah, just, I don't know, man. I thought that he wasn't really like that kind of person that was into OnlyFans. You know, I thought that you go out and, you know, date, like physically date women, you know, because somebody of his status and, you know, somebody who, you know, he makes a lot of money and coming from his background too. Like he's not he's not a nobody. Like he's been in this industry for decades. You would think that he would just, you know, go out to a club or a bar or something and just date. Dude, for my knees and ankles. I know people make the joke of like, yeah, sell some ankle pics on fucking OnlyFans and you get money for it, but like nowadays, that's not really far off from the truth. Like, you sell a couple feet, couple toe pics on OnlyFans, and suddenly you're a millionaire. They can see my toes. I didn't know that he was an abuser. I didn't know he physically abused women. That's probably why. He's walking birth control. What? Oh, and that's the perfect market for those OnlyFans models, too. It's just the walking birth control. Just, okay, that makes a little more sense. That makes sense. The people, and that's what I'm saying. It's the fact that he's famous too that screws it over for him. Because real women are out there and they're like, damn, we know that you like to beat women. We don't want to date you, dude. You're fucking psycho. Like you're psychotic. Like, and so he's got to resort to these virtual women that he'll never interact with and just slap his salami to these fucking women. And it's gross. It's depraved almost, but whatever. That's their market. It's one of those things where it kind of just exists on its own little corner of the internet. And I don't knock it. I just the market is just overly saturated. I'm just speaking my mind on it. We're gonna move on because that was some interesting tea that I saw. I didn't know that he was into OnlyFans like that. So, I guess do what you do, Joe. As long as you know the only thing. I guess it's a good thing because in that situation, the only thing that's getting beat is his meat scepter. Like he's not beating any women, so I guess it's a win-win on all fronts.
No, but there are things that he does do intentionally, right? And there's things that the fans put together. But I think either way, it goes back to just the art of the music. It's like that music is making people think that deeply now. Like that's fucking fantastic, right? You're not just listening to a song and going to the next on the playlist. You're coming up with these theories.
Yeah, listen to this fucking roundabout theory
in the context of the clip, he's talking about our theory, and I think there he's kind of letting credence to the fact that our theory does make a lot of sense. So again, it's another person close to the TD camp not outright saying no. More context clues.
Okay, so there it is. There it is. Mixed by Ali. The man who mixed Good Kid, Mad City worked on that song. He just confirmed that Drake sent his verses in and Kendrick did not ghostwrite Drake's verses on Poetic Justice.
He didn't say that though, Justin. He didn't say that. Just to be fair, he said that there was a back and forth. He said yes. He said no. He said maybe so.
He did kind of go like really around the bout with it. I don't know. I feel like Kendrick may have influenced Drake's verse a little more. I don't think that he directly ghost wrote for him, but I do think that he like gave Drake ideas on his verse. Cause Drake isn't like he's not a writer. He can't write his own shit. He's